The hour is upon us. It's finals. It's finals week. This Saturday arvo at the GWS. It's on. I'm so excited. I honestly can't believe it.
Yeah.
It's only just sinking in now that I'm sitting here with you guys that we're actually going to be going and watching a final. It's been a long time coming. We were robbed in 2020 of getting a finals victory and celebrating that. So hopefully we can get the job done on Saturday and we can make up for lost time. But first and foremost, boys, how are we, Jake? How you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Very good. Good to be back. It felt like there wasn't much last week. We were talking off air, but there was a lot that happened at the footy club, happened on the channel, and it was all just good Saints footy vibes. That's what I love the most about it. Spent together, spent with the fans, spent with the players. We'll talk about that a bit later. But and we're also rocking what Marshy very cleverly said was the sweet shirts? Is that what you called it?
I said sweet threads.
I thought you meant sweatshirts, like sweet shirts, kind of like they're cool.
I could have said shirts. Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Maybe I'm giving you too much credit there, but yeah. How you going, mate?
Yeah, tip top. Yep, lads and listeners. I kind of wish we were just stuck in the limbo of last week. The game was too far away, so you could just soak it up and just relax. Because I don't know,
the gown's not out.
Gown's definitely not out. The gown is in lockdown.
You get those. What do you say before the Geelong game? The little butterfly, the little tingles in your balls.
Nah, my balls aren't tingling. So yeah, I don't get too alarmed yet, lads, because. And listeners, but yeah, usually the tingles don't come until a little bit later on down the track of the week. So, I don't know. It was just everything's all being coordinated. We're sitting with the cheer squad. Lovely. So the club were, great to sort of help set that up. And it's going to be proper barbarians behind the sticks. It's going to be good. It's going to be, I can't wait.
The whole stadium needs to get on that train.
Oh,
you guys set the bar early and then we'll come with you.
100%, yeah. So, good things will be coming from behind the sticks.
If you want to warm up, Cricketer's Arms beforehand.
Oh, yeah,
Won't be Bentley Social this week because we're playing at home, which is nice, but Cricketer's Arms beforehand.
That's right, yeah, Cricketer's Arms. So get there, Saners, if you want to, loosen the nerves a little. And then, we'll be walking en masse. I reckon 2:45 because it's 3:20,
3:20.
Yeah, 2:45, so that gives us, enough time to walk there, get seated, and then soak up that atmosphere. And we'll be singing all the way to the stadium.
We'll be singing when we're winning.
We're all three of us are playing Holy Grail in the morning at some point, aren't we?
I'll be playing.
You don't.
I don't do Holy Grail. Okay. I'm a 1 day in September kind of guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And the thing about football.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
What are you? You're a Holy Grail man as well, aren't you, Joycey?
No, I do. Saints are coming.
Saints are coming
to warm up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just in case I miss it at the ground, because we have a lot of pre-game rituals at Saints TV before we actually get to sit down at Marvel Stadium before a home game. So maybe this time, because we haven't got any events on beforehand, that I'll be able to get to my seat and they'll play it. Hopefully that'll be good. But,
then the when they face each other. They play the national anthem.
That's going to be goosebumps.
That stuff is like
the camera pans across.
The stuff that that's the stuff that you don't get very often.
I keep forgetting about these moments.
The little things,
the little finals things that you keep forgetting about.
And even the new paint job on the turf, or it's the AFL. It's a 2023 Toyota Finals Series, and you're like, oh yeah, like we're there. Like, it's so cool.
It's so cool.
It is.
Yeah. It makes the hairs stand up on the back of my neck.
100%. And a fellow called Joey sent us a message saying that him and his mates, they're really frothing the Robbie Williams. So they're going to go after the national anthem with a bit of Angels.
Oh.
But loving Sainers instead.
Yeah. I'm loving Sainers.
Yeah, so that actually, they've got seats in M3, so where the cheer squad are. So I reckon that might snowball a little bit.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
Yeah. The little moments that you keep talking about, it's like the coin toss at the final series just becomes that much more extravagant.
Which we always, we're not very good just
Steely shouldn't do it.
So, let's go into the minutiae here.
Yep.
Which way do we want to be kicking?
Straight to the cheer squad.
Straight to our end, straight up?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Whichever way the wind's going.
Yeah.
You got to go which way the wind's going and really set the standard early.
We should have somehow organised it so we literally booked out like a second cheer squad where the GWS cheer squad would have been.
Oh, that pretty much
will
be the case.
That's what I mean. So it's just going to be Saints ends either way, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is going to be awesome.
And because it's not so, like, all right, we haven't been to a Melbourne-based final since 2011. We all know that. Mm-hmm. Do we need to talk about a care plan in terms of if things go not good?
No.
You don't.
We'll ride it. Ride. That's
okay.
why. That's the best players in the competition. They don't brace for a bump, but they ride the bump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sinks does it. Sinks
rides. He takes it and then he bounces out and he actually gains momentum. Yeah. So whatever happens, win or loss, we still want to come out of this feeling really.
It's
proud
more to the point of. Because GWS, they're used to playing in front of no fans and in front of large opposition fans. We
hostile
saw that
conditions.
They're used to hostile conditions because we saw what they did against Carlton.
Yeah.
They didn't care. So Carlton
didn't care.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'll argue that.
Yeah, there's that. But, Carlton, for example, they stopped woofing Sardi. Right.
Yeah, that was
when the chips were down. They just they just packed up their things.
No, we keep rolling.
So that's what I want to talk about. Is that let's just say GWS do go on like a 2-3 goal run. There, because like on top of their whiteboard is stop sink somehow. Second is take the crowd out of it. What I want to know is like how can the crowd remain?
Oh, we did it against Geelong. Like Geelong kicked a couple in a row and.
Yeah,
they looked like they had some momentum at some stage, but we were just ballistic. And it's got to be the same. It's got to be the same as that game. It was the same against the Hawks as well. The cheer squad never shuts up.
Yeah.
And we got to ride with them. We got to ride the bumps with the cheer squad.
Yeah.
You'll be there. You'll be in the inner sanctum, and it will be that much louder because of you blokes. So I have no issues that even when Saints, maybe GWS kick a couple, kick 3 in a row, whatever. The Sainers will be loud.
Yeah, we just cannot go silent.
No,
we cannot go silent.
And then it just builds that noise around playing at the G and the Sainers don't turn up and this and that. This is that perfect opportunity. All year the players have actually bucked the trend of being underdogs against the odds. This is actually a responsibility on the fans now. The rest of the comp, all the other finalists will turn up. They're sold out. They'll be looking at us going, look at those Sainers. Look at them. They're rocking the joint.
Yeah.
Good on them.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Yeah, we've got to be proper feral.
Absolutely.
Like the Geelong game was a great example of that. That was tribal in there. And so like when the ball goes out, wherever it is around the ground, if it's in front of your pocket, people sitting in front of that pocket or part of the ground, it's your responsibility to fire up the boys. Even if you're like pissed off of how the game's going, you need to channel that energy into just send the goodness out to the boys, support them, let them know we're there.
Because this is it. There's no second chance.
100%.
There is no second chance of this. It's not like we can rebound next week and go, okay, well, this needs to happen. This player had a bad game. He'll rebound next game. This is where we need full encouragement from the fans and just go absolutely ballistic, full positive movements. That it's, if Brad Hill muffs up a kick, it's right. That's all right, Hilly, next one.
Get the next one.
Yeah, it's not throwing your head back. Well, you can throw your head back. I mean, it can get exhausting sometimes when there's a lot of turnovers, but it's got to be all right, let's go. Come on, get back into it. Because if you were that person on that ground, that's what your mind is doing.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel... It's weird. To me, it doesn't feel like our season is ready to end. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Like, I just don't... I feel like this is a new pre-season and we're going into round 1 again.
Yeah.
And I like that. Ross said that. That's, this is the real season now. So he's got that same mindset and the players will be going into that with this.
Yeah.
I think... I've got a good feeling about Saturday. I don't know. I'm already feeling very good based on how the boys have trained and what they said when we spoke to them. Everything just seems good.
Yeah. Well, we've had a massive week of Saints footy without having Saints footy. It's been wild. There's been a few events that have happened over the past few days, like we went to the open training session and then crashed the media event. And geez, that was bloody good fun.
That
was pretty unreal.
That was so good, getting into the boys' ears and having a bit of a laugh and finding out a little bit more about them. But boys, it's all up on YouTube, so please
check it out.
Go and have a look.
Yeah.
It's on Spotify and all the streaming platforms as well. So have a listen. But boys, what was your favourite? Who was your favourite interview?
I reckon
Butler.
Yeah, Butler. Well, Butler's great.
good,
Butler's great. But I reckon Nasiah, just seeing him up close, he's cool as a cucumber. He's got ice running through those veins.
That is so true.
And he's obviously not an extroverted type, which that's fine, but he's very calculated with what he said.
Yeah.
And the eyes.
Yeah.
Belie the age of the man, and that translates out on the field.
That's a great summary of him.
Yeah, well, I was actually going to pick him as well. I was going to say Nasiah because you kind of got to see what was going on behind the eyes. But we were chatting about him and how he's got one of the biggest responsibilities in on his shoulders in the AFL.
Yeah.
In terms of he is the man you give it to get out of trouble.
Yeah,
and he doesn't care.
He doesn't care.
Does it?
Just does it.
And we said to him, we gave him the share, and I was like, all right, to the young kids out there, what do we do when we're holding the share? And he was like, no, he was like, just be confident.
Yeah.
Be confident behind the footy. And I was like, that is the best advice. Just be confident behind the football.
It's the same with set shots. You see players that kick it at 50%, they already in their head think they've missed it.
Yeah, look at the Harry Mackays of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you see Tex, and he goes back, and every shot in his head is a goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. He's picturing it beforehand.
Yeah.
He's doing the Dan McKenzie closed eyes. Nah. But so seeing Nasiah up close, that was really cool.
Yeah.
He's as Brucey would like to say, he's very rangy.
He's so tall.
He's so tall.
He's so tall.
But to be fair, everyone is tall for us.
Yeah, compared to us,
We need to get Higo in for a chat.
I know, he's the only one where I can look at him eye to eye.
I felt pretty good when, we'll bring this up as well, when Windhager rocked up in the Birkenstocks and, that kind of knocked an inch off his height.
Yeah.
So I was able to see eye to eye with him, and I was like, this is great.
Oh, is that why you were so pumped up about the Birkenstocks?
I was wondering why he wasn't so tall, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I looked down.
Well, even Dan Butler, he's 6 foot.
Yeah, he's
That's a small forward, but he's 6 foot.
He's 6 foot,
Yeah, he's tall.
So I think Higo and Gresh would probably be the only ones. Would they be the two? And then Jack Paris, I guess, is the shortest on the list.
Yeah, Higgins is my height.
I loved Stocker. Stocker was my pick. I loved
he
how
was cool.
His answers were sensational. That question you asked him about when he was out for a couple of weeks and how he was feeling a bit drained was excellent.
Yeah.
His response to that. But then I was surprised when I asked him about, when he flies the flag and how Carlton fans had mentioned that when we first got him.
Yeah.
And he said, he doesn't really like doing that. He'll do it if someone's been a dick.
He kind of did it a little too much.
He did it a bit too much at Carlton, and maybe he was urged or pushed to do that a bit too much.
Yeah.
Where he's actually more than that as a player. He's not there to just throw his weight around. He's got skills.
Yeah, correct.
So I totally get where he's coming from. Thought he was really good.
He's been a sensation.
And he was a Sainer as a kid.
Yeah, I asked him the first question and then he answered the next three, and I was just stuck.
He speaks so well.
He does.
So well.
Yeah.
I loved the interaction with Wilkie. I thought that was great.
Oh, when he put the chair, I'm glad we got that on camera.
I love him putting the chairs away.
Because that actually just shows exactly the type of person that he is.
He's such a leader.
Yeah.
He's such a leader, and he's so chill.
Yeah.
He's just a good bloke. Would love to sit down and have a beer with him. He's just
or an almond latte.
Or an almond latte. Yeah, with him it is. But he's a great character, and you can tell he was doing the interview. He was leaning back on the wall. He was having a good time. He's like, this.
That was the last one of the day. I'm glad we got him last.
Yeah, he was really
excellent.
loose. So I'll be keen to see his other interviews from the day as well.
True.
Yeah,
cool.
I'll be keen to see that after his All Australian selection. Speaking of
All Australian.
All Australian,
that's big news.
Jack Sinclair, DOS, All Australian.
More to come.
Mark yourself in as one of the greatest Saints players ever now. That is huge.
Yeah.
That is big
you
stuff.
agree with that, Marshy?
Oh, look, he's been phenomenal. Really.
Yeah, and he'll get two-time BNF now.
And
yeah, true.
The lad's he's got another 5 years in him.
Yeah.
There's definitely 2 or 3 more best and fairest, 2 or 3 more.
That number that he's got on his back, it's just like he is slowly before our eyes. It's like with your mates, how if you see them all the time, you don't see them age. You still see them how you saw them, you know. That's kind of like what Sinclair is, but in terms of he's just slowly becoming more Robert Harvey.
Yeah.
As
he's evolving. The Pokemon is evolving.
Yeah, 100%, because, it started obviously with the 35 and they share the same calves.
Yeah.
Even though the mullet, Sinclair's still got the bouffant at top.
Hair, at the top.
The bouffant at top, that's Harvey.
Yeah.
It's just like a trendy Harvey do.
Harvey.
Harvey with a little bit of spice.
And the way that Sinclair, full tilt boogie, running with the pill through the guts and just hits a short 15, 20 metre pass onto someone's just run onto it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bloke's becoming Harvey. So, and we know Harvey played, 383 games or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
and you know what Sinks does as well that is very Robert Harvey?
But
they run with the ball in both their hands.
Yeah.
They run with the pill in two
hands.
He
never tucks it, does he?
No, never tucks it because he wants to be ready to kick.
To be ready.
He's always as if he's ready to ping.
He's scanning.
100%.
Scanning for target.
Target acquired. Boom.
Yeah, that's a great call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a fantastic day. Everyone at the club was super happy, and you can just tell the vibe there is. Everyone's got a smile on their face.
Smiles,
it was so bubbly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same with the
spring
fans
bubbly
at the open training, and there'll be an open training again Thursday. So get down,
and that'll be massive.
I'll be there. So that's the last one before the game, obviously. So get down if you can.
It's going to be.
I'm going to try and bring Tilly down. I'm on daddy daycare, so I might try and manoeuvre her in there.
I might be able to get down.
Get her a little photo with Rossi or something.
Oh yeah,
so
very nice.
That's it.
The true Godfather, the Messiah.
Yeah.
I was going to say give it to Maxi King, like get some real height, but don't want to jeopardise the shoulder.
I'd do the Lion King with Ross Lyon.
When Tilly comes to the footy, I'm 100%, doing the Simba in aisle 29. Yeah. One day this will all be yours.
And then you've got to talk about the Elephant Graveyard, but it's actually like the Carlton Cheer Squad on the other side. But over there, you can't go.
You can't go over there. No,
the hyenas over there.
That's it.
Clips. Gerner.
And Callum Wilkie, our first ever All-Australian fullback.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's the stuff.
That's so delicious.
Yeah. I was a bit nervous when they were reading out the names. I got through all the bloody Patrick Dangerfield interviews that it was so cringe. It was so cringe. It was just trying so hard to be funny and it just wasn't being pulled off well. So have a rest. They called out the forward pocket, the first forward pocket, and I was like, oh, geez, that would have been Wilkie on my list. Like, he would have been the first forward pocket read out.
Back pocket.
Yeah, well, sorry, back pocket. It would have been the first back pocket read out.
He could probably play.
And I got a little bit nervous. I was like, no. And they went fullback. Callum Wilkie from St Kilda Football Club. And I was like, yeah.
I was making a tea and I expected his name to come later, so I had the post kind of not ready.
Yeah.
And then they said, I'm like, shit, gotta get the fucking thing ready.
Yeah, because
spill the tea.
Because I got to it a bit too late, and when I turned it on, it was Sinclair running two-handed with the pill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, where's Wilkie? And then so the interchange got read out, no Wilkie, and I was furious. And then they're doing like the pan
and then you
shot, and I just saw Wilkie standing there. Oh, true. Yeah, he did get in. Yeah, good on you. And then I saw full back. I'm like, that's mint. That is some proper recognition.
Yeah.
Because some people thought we were a little bit fickle or just pedantic about whether, Steele, it was like, and Sinclair were on the ground or on the bench.
Yeah.
But it does mean something to be recognised as the fullback.
Yeah.
Especially when there's
All-Australian
so many good
fullback.
100%, yeah.
They'll be calling it out on Saturday.
All-Australian fullback.
And a mark to Wilkie, the All-Australian fullback.
Yeah, it's got like real Silvani vibes.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
I wonder if the same MC from Marvel's going to read out the names.
Oh, as if he gets a gig on the finals.
They need to get the guy that does the Channel 7 trailers. That guy that has the really deep voice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The one that from The Reel Today, from Rossi?
Give us a go.
Huh? I'm not doing it.
Go on.
Oh, come on.
Nah, he would be able to.
I don't think I'd be able to.
You don't think you'd be able to go that low?
No.
It's just the movie trailer guy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I can't go that low, man.
This Sunday.
The ball.
Ross ball.
Do you reckon those voiceover people talk like that in real life? Or they put it on?
Hey?
The voice.
No, they put it on.
They put it on.
Yeah,
They put it on, for sure,
Yeah.
Although there is a guy, I did watch a video of a movie trailer guy, and that was pretty much his voice. He would go and order coffee.
Grab a large almond.
Coming up in 5 minutes.
I know a fella who is a Frank Sinatra impersonator.
That's cool.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
and he speaks like him.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, like he's like
Hello, doll.
yeah, pretty much. But like, but he drifts in his voice, but then it just drifts in and out.
He's a natural.
Is it natural? But he says it's a curse because he just can't get that double life out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyways, digress.
On Friday, we were...
Sorry, Rowan Marshall, stiff.
Oh, stiff.
Very stiff, but... Zach Merritt, that was a surprise.
I told you the Gorn Grundy thing would cost.
Yes,
because
you're
every
right.
other year there's two ruckmen. This year they muffed it for him. So Gorney, I know you're listening. Send Marshall something nice, please.
Yeah. Next year, do it again, Ro. You'll be in there, mate.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He'll be... Yeah.
Because
correct.
some fella called up SEN and just made such a salient point that we hadn't really spoken about in terms of comparing him to Tim English. But Tim English had backup support with Lob and is it Sweet? Or, I don't know, but they've always had backup for him, whereas Ro's been doing it week in, week out.
Yeah,
with
so I guess,
maybe 5 minute chop out for the game.
Yeah, so if you're going into selection and you want to pick a standalone ruckman, you pick an actual standalone ruckman who is Ro. He's been doing that all year.
Yeah.
By that reasoning. But
I definitely reckon he should have got on the bench.
I love David King after Wilkie got announced and stuff, and he said, that's a good team. The only contentious decision I would talk about is Cal Wilkie at full back.
He was doing that just to piss you off, Jake.
Yeah, he looked dead at the camera, saying it.
And like listening to talk back the next day, there's usually people just call in to whinge about who got in, who blah blah blah. But no one was disputing Wilkie.
Yeah,
nah, not at all.
It's because he just does it every week.
The numbers don't lie.
Yeah. Now, we had a pretty special event on Friday. The club invited us down to a True Believers event. So all the big daddies and the mamas of the St Kilda Football Club who donate lots of money and lots of time to the club throughout the year under the True Believers banner had a function on at the MCG. We were lucky enough to cop an invite to go down there. So got to sit down, listen to Robert Harvey talk, got to listen to... Who else?
Dave O'Neill.
Dave O'Neill was pretty funny, there.
Actually.
Yeah, he was very funny. Who's the host?
Michael Lever.
Yeah, 3AW.
Who's the MC?
Bruce Ever.
Bruce Ever, sorry.
Bruce Ever.
Michael
Yeah,
Lever
Bruce
is
Ever,
my old
3AW.
boss from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
G'day, mate. How you going?
Yeah.
So he was there.
What food did you get?
And Gil McLaughlin.
Oh, Gil was there. It was good to hear about Gil and his more Saints story.
Yeah.
And how he was, living with Andrew Thompson at the time. He tried out at Carlton, didn't get a gig.
Yeah,
as
right.
A
Supplementary list
Yeah.
of Carlton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But then, Tomo went on and played in 97 and until 2001 or 2. And they were
longer
good,
than that.
Longer than that.
2007.
2007. And,
I love Tomo.
Yeah.
He
was there.
Through
Tomo
being
was
best
there.
mates with him.
Yeah. I was sitting behind. We were sitting at one of the back tables, and I was like, geez, there's a tall bloke in front of me. I can't see past him and his jawline. And then they're like, there's a few past players that we'd like to say hi to in the room. We believe Sam Gilbert's here. And he puts his hand up. I was like, oh, it's Sam Gilbert. Look.
Cozzy came over and chilled with him for a little bit.
Yeah. Cozzy was there for a bit. Yeah, it was really cool. Shane Wakelin.
Hey?
Shane Wakelin was there. Yeah.
Oh, Wakes.
Yeah.
Wakes
some good chicken, good pork, good lamb.
Mm-hmm.
It's all happy days. Good pasta.
Pasta?
Yeah, is that what you had for your entree?
No, that was like an eggplant thing.
Well, they had spaghetti under it.
No. Oh, yeah, it was like, I think it was more like cabbage or something they chopped up. Like pickled cabbage or something. It was really nice.
Yummy.
What did you get for dessert?
We didn't get
no dessert,
just
beers.
Oh, beers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so pouring out. That was at the MCC, so that was really cool. Get a taste of the G before Saturday.
Did you guys get anyone coming up to you?
We did.
Absolutely.
We got quite a few people
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, saying that they love the work. So managed to get a photo with Gil. It was so funny. So we had Maxie and Jordan along with us. We're like, we'll bring the boys down. Saints TV represent. And Jordan's like, all I want to do is get a photo with Gil McLaughlin, and I'll be happy.
Yeah, right.
And we're like, all right, he's finished up his interview. We'll go wait out the front at a table for him, and
basically ambush him as he's coming
we'll
out.
ambush him as he's trying to leave. And Jordan's like, oh, I really need a piss. I really need to go for a wee. And it's like, that's all right, mate. Go for a wee. He sat down. I think he'll have something to eat maybe and whatnot. Anyway, he goes off to the toilet.
That's
not
second.
Not a second later.
He gets up.
Gil gets up and starts walking
that's
to
that
us.
photo that we posted.
Yeah, so we all get a photo with Gil and Jordan's not there. And not there. And luckily, I think it might have been Peter that stopped him or someone to have a chat with him in a photo. I was like, all right, sweet. I need to run around to the toilet because it was on the other side of the venue. So I sprinted around to the toilet. And Jordan was just coming out. He's like, hey, mate, how you going? I was like, Jordan, go the other way. Catch him on the other end. And he got his photo. He was so happy. He sprinted. I've never seen a boy run faster.
That's so funny. So that's kind of like the kids who, it was a while ago, the kid just like went to the game fully supporting the umpires.
Oh, yeah?
Years ago.
Right.
Like,
I remember him.
Like dressed up and, like as an umpire. Yeah. So that's kind of like Jordan, like really loving the
CEO.
AFL CEO.
I know.
It's strange, isn't it?
He was going up ballistic.
Yeah. He was just like, right. I love him. I just want a photo with Gil.
Well, he's a great man, obviously. But,
like that, to that extent.
I wouldn't get him to sign my footy card, but,
Yeah.
whatever gets your
Get a photo,
engine running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, boys, I reckon we'll get stuck into a bit of Jakey's junk mail and then we'll do a
then we can
preview
get
for the
into
game.
Let's do it.
Jakey's junk mail. Jakey's junk mail. Jakey's junk mail. Jakey's junk mail.
Gorgeous. Flawless. Jakey's junk mail.
Gorgeous and flawless.
Where's your sunnies?
Bloody forgot them.
Trats.
Although I will use them on Saturday if we get up. That is for sure. This one's from Mark. Mark from Auckland.
Hello, Mark from Auckland.
G'day, mate.
Kia ora.
Thanks for tuning in. He said, hey, gents, I've recently moved to Auckland and need some help finding the best place to watch the GWS final. Can you shout out to any Kiwi Saners and help me find
Danny
a
Braun.
few diehards to watch it?
Danny Braun. He's the man. So,
Yeah, true. I'm surprised he actually doesn't.
Yeah, if you haven't heard of Danny Braun,
What group is leading?
Is he an uncensored man?
Is that uncensored?
I think he's an uncensored. He's everywhere. But we'll get back to you. We'll link you in because Danny is the king of footy in Aotearoa.
Yeah, there you go, mate. He actually just mentions here that he was living on Linton Street before he moved to Auckland.
There you go.
So he's gone from being really in the heart of it.
That's going from the North Pole to the South.
Yeah, he won't know himself.
So he says he's missing the vibe. I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Yeah.
He moved from the club, mate. Tough gig there.
Yeah.
This is from Michael. He says, hey, boys, more of a junk mail thank you than a question, but we might as well share it.
Thank you. We love our junkies here.
Yeah.
The junkies.
That's actually not a bad nickname, there, Junkies.
Thank you.
Just wanted to put this out there. This year will be my last in Australia for a long time, moving over to the UK to work in healthcare. I've been a member for 17 years with a reserved seat and barely missed a game in that time. This year has easily been one of the most fun being a Saints fan, seeing all the young kids tearing it up and also seeing the Saints community really growing, a lot in part to the amazing work you're doing. Thanks for an amazing year, and let's keep it going. As a thanks, would love to buy a couple of seats for this game this weekend to give to a couple of Saners only, who may not be lucky enough to go, if you're keen to help us out with that. Cheers.
Oh, well done.
Yeah.
There we go. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. That's really, really kind. You're our honorary junkie of the week.
Are there any seats in the cheer squad?
Should we come up?
They're booked out. They sold out.
I wouldn't have a clue at the minute. Yeah, it's hot property this week.
Yeah,
it is. Well, speaking of tickets, it's only level 4 left now. That's nuts.
The only thing left is for the people that have purchased, please rock up. Please rock up. You've got to.
Rug up, rock up.
Yeah.
It's going to be 14 degrees, I think.
Rain?
So, no, there shouldn't be any rain.
Good, because I just don't want to have a repeat.
I need to drop a line to Jane.
Yeah.
I think she left her number on here. 12.
That's it. 1, 2 gets you there.
Yeah, call ya.
But yeah, thank you for that, Michael. Really appreciate it.
On you, Michael.
This is
geez, what a time to be leaving, though.
Yeah.
Shocking. Poor bugger.
Yeah. Why didn't you leave in 2018? Why didn't you leave in 2014?
Should have left in 2011 now. Come back now.
Come back. This is when you return. You don't leave now,
you got to go do some missionary work, though. Convert those Saners over there.
Yeah. This is from the Chad.
The Chad.
Similar to a few sentiments ago, a lot of kind words, but again, thanking everyone for sharing their kind words.
On the Chad.
Thanks, Chad.
He says, it's safe to say we needed a place to review, comment, and give the odd spray. The pod has been such a great find, a formidable Saints outlet for the weekly grind, the relatable feelings review and weekly breakdown, riding every wave to reach that illustrious crown. We thank you, Jake, and the team as a whole until that flag is raised up our own flagpole. Our time is near and hopefully it's this September. Either way, it's a season to remember.
100%.
That wasn't Tim from Norway, was
no,
it?
that was
It's getting a bit
that was the
Norway-ish.
Chad, but he's getting a bit.
That was Chad from
No
Cranbourne.
Tim from Norway this week, by the way. So, Timmy, mate, I want something to pump us up.
Yeah, what's going on in Norway?
Yeah, surely you're not that busy,
Surely
Tim.
he's flying over for the game.
Yeah, true.
Yeah?
Yeah.
This one's from Mitchell. Lads, with the promising look of ticket sales, we could get a very full G of 75,000 plus. With it being 90% Sayoners, we need to get the biggest Mason Wood chant ever. One, to prove to everyone we can get a crowd, and two, to piss off Collingwood fans.
Yeah.
I don't care. You guys love talking when I'm reading it out. I don't care where you're sitting, if it's level 1, a corporate box, or in the nosebleeds of level 4. We have to spread the word to get every Sainer to do it. Imagine how awesome that would be and how much it'd pump up not only Mason, but the rest of the boys.
Yeah.
That's all. Go Saints.
Definitely.
We've just copped our first warning, Marshy.
From whom?
From Jake.
No, I'll
I'm
put it up on the mid-sentence
board.
and you're already saying thanks.
It's your lunchtime.
Yeah.
It's your lunchtime.
I can't. I reckon if there's any, if
It's your dinner, boys.
yeah, fucking true.
I've got all day, mate.
I guarantee if we go through a compilation of any nice Sainer sending junk mail, and I'm saying, hey, this is from Chad, and he goes, hey boys, love your work, and then I go to get into the rest of it. You guys already, thanks mate, cheers a lot. I'm like,
Just wait, warming him up.
wait till the end. Wait till the end. People are patient.
Quick hands.
Yeah,
Our
we're ready
junkies
to
are
go.
patient. It's all good.
We're not putting a full stop on it. We're just giving it a comma.
We'll do some. What about some silent high fives as I'm reading it out? Is that possible?
Clicks.
Do some
snaps.
clicks, boys.
Yeah, I'm happy to do snaps.
Or just go like Saints Footy, like that. You know?
Yeah, I'm down.
Hum it along. You reckon? Yeah, it's probably worse.
Anyway, Mason Wood chant. Gonna happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously,
It'd be
among
huge.
the rest.
We're gonna shake the light poles.
I reckon we do it. Like, obviously, if he kicks a goal, that's happening. But if he does a sexy bullet pass to hit someone up,
Can we do like a woof, but it's a wood when he kicks? Wood.
Yeah. No, but we've got that for Nasai.
We got that for Nasai.
So so for Nasai, it is a bit high pitch, but if everyone's doing it, so it's sort of like the Ric Flair. The wrestling fans out there know it as the Ric Flair chops when he does that. It's like woo when he kicks it. So if it's just a little stab pass, you can just give it a little cheeky woo. But 70,000 people doing that. It would sound something special.
It would.
So we'll be doing that in the cheer squad. Everyone will be doing it. But Mason Wood sets up someone to have a shot at goal. We're going.
Even pre-game. Get around to pre-game.
Yeah.
This is from Joshua. Hey boys, love your work. Just giving you guys about 10 seconds there.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, thanks, mate. A question for all on the podcast, as you guys have stated in the past, and I totally agree, that sometimes I prefer to be the underdog going into games, but at the same time, I'm actually sick and tired of majority of people not giving us a chance this weekend. I know that the Giants have some recent form, but we have been in the 8 all season. Wouldn't mind a little bit more recognition for the year we've had so far, and at least given half a chance. Gets me even more hyped up for Saturday, and hope we prove them wrong and pump the orange team.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely using that as the narrative of,
I loved what the Saints did yesterday.
Yeah, that was good.
Actually including some journos comments in there. That's the first they've done that.
Yeah, Kane Corns.
Really
I was listening
targeted.
to Sports Day on my way here. He wasn't too happy with that, actually.
Oh, boo-hoo.
And, Brad Johnson, he's on the Giants train. So
They all are. Remember that? That's what happened back in 2020 as well. If you watch replay, I swear that Bruce McAvaney and BT had money on GWS to win that week before the finals.
And then the final itself, no one tipped us to beat the Dogs anyway. We should be used to it.
Yeah,
no one
good.
tips us ever.
Yeah, who cares?
He said, on a side note, any plans to get the Saints TV army together for some pre-game and post-game celebrations?
Yeah.
Pre-game,
Cricketer's arms.
Post-game,
Cricketer's arms.
probably, yeah. Cricketer's arms going to be going off.
Yeah, it's a
No,
good
right.
joint. It's a good joint because it's big. Yeah, the corners, corner shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you get loaded full of other people there as well.
Yeah, exactly
Is that
right.
right near the bridge there?
Yes.
What's the one that's just past the bridge on the left?
Oh, I got a bit excited.
Ooh.
I didn't press a thing then.
I think I Did I somehow trigger
The
it?
Gremlins are out. But the one past the bridge.
On the left, yeah. In the corner?
Yeah, that's the corner.
That's the corner.
Yeah, but Joycey's right. Like, the cricketers will be purely footy crowd.
Yeah.
Whereas, all the other ones will be other
of a
people
disco,
just going about their
bit of-
business.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is from Jessica. Which Saints players do you think will shine on Saturday? Who's made for the G?
That's what I'm most looking forward to. Just out of pretty much the whole squad, but especially the ones who this is their first final, and that's ranging from Filippo to Mason Wood.
Yeah.
I can't believe Mason hasn't played in a final.
Yeah.
Every player has a
He played for
story.
North Melbourne.
Yeah, they played
true.
They played finals, and
in
he was
his
just
first 2 years there, they played finals.
Yeah. So, but anyways, so for me, I'm really excited to see Mason. I think he's one. He's just going to bring his big boy pants, and when the whips get cracking, and especially if there's a few moments where we need someone to get us out of a bit of a jam, he's going to just go back, clunk it, and then just set us going the other way.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm excited about him, and obviously Machito.
Yeah,
Cool.
he's made for it.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Rowe out there.
And
I think, Butler, can't underestimate being in a flag-winning team, playing in finals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
His
reckon
experience there as well.
I reckon Crouch is going to have one to remember.
Yeah, Crouchy.
That's my big tip, is that Crouch is going to rise above.
Do they have at the BNF, they should at least, like for years when you make finals, a player, like Saints player of the finals? That'd be nice to chuck in as another award. I think that's worth having.
Yeah, maybe.
But
like Jack Steele, he's
been quiet.
He's been quiet, but he's been doing his job. He's been doing his role. But I think finals, it's a different beast where you get a little bit more of a license to express yourself in the footy field.
Yeah.
You're like Lenny Hayes, come with me, boys.
Yeah.
Type of behaviour.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
can see Steele doing that.
just like he hasn't shown it in a year or two, but to get back to that, imagine if he just pulls out 2020 Steele for the next 3 weeks or so.
Yeah.
That's the sort of stuff that's how you get to a prelim. That's how you get to a granny.
Yeah.
I
Like
could
the
see,
Dogs.
Yeah, definitely.
16.
And I could see him just inserting himself into a situation where he just jags a couple of goals.
That's it. If we see him on Saturday and he's going forward and kick a couple, we're going all right.
yeah, definitely.
Miguel is asking, why do I feel like King is kicking 7?
Oh,
That would be a
Miguel.
career high.
Yeah.
That would be his first final. I'd
Yeah,
love to know the
Not
stat.
his first final.
First final at the G.
yeah.
But 7 on debut
yeah.
final at the
And
G.
He hasn't
yeah.
played a lot of footy at the G, has King?
No, when you think
Has
about it,
not
he
played
didn't
a
play
lot of
against
footy.
the Bombers.
Nope.
He played against Richmond and started well, but then it just
Played
rained.
against Hawthorn,
Rained.
didn't he?
Yeah, he
That
kicked
was-
4 the year ago.
Yeah.
He was one of the 4
Yeah,
players.
that's
to kick
right.
4
Yeah. Or a couple of years ago, that might have been.
a couple of years ago. And
And we got
Hasn't played a whole
yeah.
heap of footy at the G, but I think you'll like the space.
yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, I remember he played against Collingwood in 2021 or something. He had a pretty good game then too. But I think
Sam
you'll like it.
Sam Taylor, I reckon if he plays, he's going to be underdone with
Yeah.
the hammies. So King just needs to get on his bike.
On your bike.
yeah.
And he could have a really big day.
Bring it on. This one's from Matt, another very kind one. Hey guys, first time writing in, so I'd firstly like to give a huge thanks for all your hard work you've put in over the time. I came across the channel by accident earlier last year, living in South Korea, and I never realised how much I've needed to hear other Saints supporters' thoughts and concerns, as well as we all know we support a historically frustrating and unlucky club. So to hear others go through all the ups and downs with years made it more bearable. But just a giant thanks for bringing Saints fans together more than ever, and I'm sure it's going to just get bigger and better, and hopefully the club embraces the channel more as well. I've been curious over the years if you know any/which of the Saints players tune into Saints TV. See you at the G on
We
Saturday.
know who doesn't tune in.
We know who. That's easier to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Apparently Jack
that's
Higgins
lovely.
will have a
Thank you.
listen.
Jack Higgins is a big fan, apparently. There's a few I feel the boys that follow the channel, like Gresh, he follows the channel. Dan Hannibal, he likes everything. Every
Hannah's
post I
loves
put
it.
up, Hannah's loves it. So there's a few there. And the club dropped us a follow, so thank you.
I'd love
that.
it if
That
they put our thingo up as part of their reviews for the week. Just put the potty up. Go, all right, they spice up the video, going, all right,
Yeah.
You know, this is what Joycey reckons you should be doing with your leading patterns, Maxi.
Yeah.
They've split up, midfield.
It'd be a great way to cut costs.
It's happened too many times that we'll say something and it'll happen.
Yeah.
Like the game plan will change and that sort of thing will happen.
But that's the thing of just being a pretty, on the pulse supporter. There's thousands of them, and it's out there to see. So we're just in a nice position where we've got
microphones.
We've got microphones, but thousands could do it.
Yeah.
But it was lovely.
Yeah.
Really nice.
So I'll leave it on that kind note, and then we can jump straight into the biggest and most important topic of the week.
Yep.
And what is that, boys?
Finals football.
Finals.
Toby Bedford. That is so crook though. Like, it's so good for us.
Good for us.
I actually thought he'd
the
get
fact
off.
that they heard it today.
Yeah, left him hanging for a week and
wow.
then denied him.
Yeah. Like, fair
It's
enough if they
unreal.
were going to let him off.
Yeah.
Okay. But now it's just like, so we've had some real Saint sabotage there. Like, there is just things that is in the ether that is working for us.
The only thing that could possibly top it even more is that Taylor doesn't get up for the game.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get up for the game, who takes King? Because he would be the first.
Buckley.
Himmelberg?
Nah,
Himmelberg?
Buckley.
Nah.
No.
Buckley.
Okay.
I think that's his name, Buckley.
How tall is he?
Something.
He's a big boy.
Yeah,
He's a big boy? Okay.
Yeah, he's actually really come into form since Taylor's been out.
Yeah,
so he's actually been very, very good. So I wouldn't underestimate Buckley, but it's definitely a win if they don't have two really big key backs.
Absolutely.
Because as good as Himmelberg is, he hasn't got the biggest body. So if you're going to put body on him, I don't think he'll do much. And that seems like a bit of a job for Kupsham and potentially to go to Himmelberg.
But even if, like I was saying before, if Sam Taylor does play, then he's not 100%. He'll be like 85, 90.
Yeah.
But he'll be cautious and we'll know. So if we just camp out in the forward line, that's going to help his game. But that would help his game out anyways.
Yeah.
But if we keep him moving, spread him thin, I think the boys will be laughing.
Yeah.
Definitely. Let's go through the lines because I was thinking throughout the week, and I was down a bit on my confidence. I'm like, GWS, is all the hype real? And I'm like, no, stop thinking like that. Just look at it, as it is. Look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
Look at our lists. Look at where our lists are at. Their goers and their bottom six, and compared to our goers and our bottom six. I think that our list really does stack up against them.
Yeah.
And the one thing that, stands out above all else is probably Toby Green and his ability to flip a game of football. But to take him out of the match, we probably need to get on top in the midfield. So if we get on top in the midfield early on, the first key is to go, okay, well, Mr. Fix-It, Toby Green, go into the midfield. And that's a win. Yeah. Because it takes him away from the goal face.
Yeah. So happy if he gets 25 and doesn't kick one.
It doesn't kick a goal. Yeah, correct. So, that'd be a big win. So I reckon the first thing we need to do is just win in the middle. And I can't say just win in the middle because they've got a phenomenal midfield in terms of, their youngster Tom Green, who's a bull, Cornelio, who's a bull, Kelly, beautiful outside player. Whitfield can run through there. I'm probably
like Finn Callahan.
Yeah, Callahan's good.
They've got some good.
They got some talent.
They've always been like that.
Yeah, correct. And these boys are all top draft picks.
Always.
They are all top draft picks, highly talented footballers from a very young age. So the thing we need to do is go in there and be tougher, scare them off, be ballistic at the ball. And when you don't have the ball, get angry about it. Yeah. Why don't we have the ball? Yeah. We should have ball. Go get player.
Let them chase tail.
Yeah, let them chase tail because we have more legs in our midfield than they do, I believe.
And
I think they've kind of got quicker outside. They've got more outside players per se, but in terms of like a broader running strength, that's ours.
Yeah.
So they'll get it out on the outside. That's fine. Yeah. We just have to be a little bit more smarter. But once we get it out, we just need. For us, it's purely skills.
Yeah.
So if we're hitting our targets like we did against Geelong, we play, and like Essendon, and Hawthorn, those games at the G where, we're honouring those leads and we're just working into space. Then the Giants, they'll shit themselves.
Yeah.
because
And that's the crowd getting up as well.
Yeah,
100%.
Momentum.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
You know, just a few sexy chains, and then as long as we play our way, I'd hate for us to get sucked into, you know, worrying too much about getting smacked in the middle.
Yeah.
And it sort of detracts from our style of play. But I think, I don't know. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of them.
Having transition football as a backup would be a great win. You know, because we're probably the best transition team at the moment, along with Collingwood.
I think we are
and GWS.
number one.
Yeah,
We're number one at getting it into the forward line.
into attack to get it in. Yeah.
So that'd be great if that is a result of really losing a clearance. You know, so if we can have that in our back pocket, but also have the clearance numbers, then we should win.
Yeah.
We should win. So it's different in September. The players will know it's different in September. We've got enough players there who have played in September now. GWS certainly do. They've
got more than us.
They've got way more than us coming off of that 2019, 2018, 17 sort of era for them. But I reckon we can get them.
I think the big difference, and I can't remember who talked about it. I watched a preview video online, and they said both teams are very similar, but they backed our backline to be the difference.
Yeah,
you don't hear that very often. Where
I was
the backline is the difference.
I was going to say something on the opposite end, that I back our forward line to be the difference in terms of possession, because I think that our forward line is fitter than their forward line. You look at their key forward.
And Bedford for them out is massive.
It's massive.
He's their McQualter.
He is, yeah. He's such a heavy runner, does a lot of Ks. But you look at Jesse Hogan, doesn't like to move around too much, loves the forward 50 arc and keeping it there. Callum Wilkie will take care of him one-on-one, easy. So will Battle.
Yeah.
Their roaming rat is Toby Green. So he will work up the ground if he need be, but he's most dangerous in the forward 50. And then the likes of Riccardi, you never know what you're going to get out of him. But I think that our forwards have a better work ethic, especially with Tim Membry back in.
Yeah.
I reckon Tim Membry could be a big difference in this match in terms of connection from half-back into our forward line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good call.
And I think they might miss that little bit of connection with Toby Bedford out, and if they need to push Green up the ground. So I would love them to look up the ground and see a few Saints players hanging out.
Yeah.
Going, nah, we got you. Like you're locked out. You're not getting into your forward 50. So I'd love to see our forwards putting on the pressure, but also running their defenders ragged.
Yeah, and I think off the field we've got them covered. Like, you know, Adam Kingsley, respected coach, but this is his first time leading a finals team.
Yeah, he couldn't, like, if you're an inexperienced coach and you're going into a final, you probably couldn't be going up against a more seasoned September coach.
100%, and the cohort. Like, I just love our coaching panel. It's immense. So I think that's a huge, boon, obviously, but I think having the extra week off, because there were boys that were limping to the finish line, like your Higgins, the Philippos, a whole host of them, Sharmans. A week off to recharge, relax, and go again. Yeah, that's, I think,
and you know what I'd love to see,
a bit of a game changer,
and what would be a big tick from me to say, okay, we're on top of this in this game, is that Toby Green all week has been like, oh, he's turned around so well, and he's now the All-Australian captain and blah, blah, blah. Just wait. Just wait until Jimmy Webster rubs him up the wrong way.
So you reckon Jimmy's going on him?
I reckon Jimmy's going on him to start.
Yeah.
Just wait. If he goes into the midfield, Marcus Windhager's going to go to him. We're going to take him out of the midfield. If he doesn't touch the ball, he'll throw a fist. And all of that good news throughout the week will just be like, well, he hasn't changed. Well done. You've given him the captaincy for the All-Australian team.
Or he won't throw a fist and he'll try and be subdued because of that responsibility. Will actually make him a worse player, because when he's fired up, that's when he's bloody good. Yeah. He's one of those blokes where if you get him angry, he hits that sweet spot where that's where he has 30 and kicks 5.
Yeah.
But he'll get suspended for 5 weeks after the fact.
So I reckon he's a bit different from that. I reckon
you reckon?
Because we've played him a few times and we've taken him out of the game because we've got him fired up. So
Yeah.
his head's on the body, not on the ball.
Yeah.
So he's just looking for players to take out. But if you give him any space, you give him an inch, he'll take a mile.
Yeah.
You know, and we saw that, and we tightened up on him in that game in 2020, leading into the finals. We gave him an inch, he took a mile and kicked a couple of goals, and they were
then
miraculous.
that
Don't get
was
me
it.
wrong, but he'll
Yeah.
kick him 9 times out of 10. So
I just don't want to be nice to him.
no, don't be nice to him.
And
nice.
as good
No.
as he is, we've played some very good teams with some very good players this year, and we've handled them.
Yeah.
Kerno to 1 goal.
Yeah.
Junk time.
Yeah.
To me, he's a harder matchup than Toby Green,
Yeah,
and we handled him well.
Yeah.
Kel Wilkie handled him well. So I back our defence to handle whatever they throw at us.
yeah,
That's it. And for us, our best footy is when you got the likes of Crouch and Steele, and if Sebastian gets up for the game.
Yeah.
But Windy, whoever's in the guts, just that pressure. That's where the pressure starts. So they might be getting the clearances, but it's dirty ball. And then that's when we turn it over and get our system running, because, you know, rarely do we see Marshall to Crouch, Crouchy over the head to a running Steele. It's good when it happens, but it doesn't happen very frequently.
Yeah.
Our ball's won by making life miserable for the opposition.
yeah.
And I reckon we can do it.
Of course we can, boys. Of course we can. Saina's come up to me and they're like, "Do you reckon we got a chance on Saturday?" I'm like, "Have we got a chance?"
Yeah.
That's all right, yeah.
Wouldn't be
Of course
there if
we-
we didn't have a chance.
I can't believe the pessimism.
Oh, man.
Oh, welcome to Saints Footy.
That's footy. Yeah.
Nah, but you know what? Start getting excited. Start believing.
I'm really excited to see Bradley Hill.
Yes.
I think
yeah.
he's primed.
Yeah, prime for September.
He's no stranger to the wing at the G
Oh,
this time of year.
Yeah.
So weather's a bit warmer, or doesn't even matter about the weather.
Yeah.
He just knows it's all about the leather, and
Yeah.
it smells different.
Everywhere you go, always take the leather with you.
That's exactly
it.
right.
There's a hymn for you, mate.
Yeah, that's Nicola Zanos's hymn.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, true.
Everywhere Zeno, always take the leather with you.
He's all over it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, boys. Well, Marshy, have you got a minute?
Yeah, got a minute.
All right,
Yeah,
let's
got a
go.
cheeky minute.
Marshy's minute. Marshy's minute. Marshy's minute. Marshy's minute.
So, know where it's going, but the girls played on the weekend against North, a very seasoned, scary, to be honest,
Very.
looking North Melbourne outfit. So you can, if you're a betting person, I'd put a few shillings on the Roos to win the flag this year. They mean business. They've been bubbling around for a while. Our mob, we got kind of blown out of the water in that first half and couldn't get our game going, unfortunately. But third quarter,
Saw glimpses, didn't we?
oh, we saw plenty. Like, we dominated them. We just classic Saints footy, men's and girls, just not turning that domination into goals.
Yeah.
So, there was a bit to like. Keep the faith, Sainers. Get down there on Sunday against Essendon and Tulla. I'll be tuning. We're going to have a nice guest on this week. Exie, she's pulling a few levers, so I don't want to give it away yet because I don't know who it's going to be. But
It's a big name.
It is a big name. It is a big name.
Yeah.
We obviously launched our potty last week.
Yeah.
Talking Saints SCW, and so the audio wasn't too flash because Exie's like rocking like DOS, like maybe Windows 98 if you're lucky.
Oh, wow.
So she couldn't work out the password to her flash, computer. So she's been given the task for this week to get the password, and we're going to be sounding crystal clear. So, it's always good fun to get those insights from from Exie and all of that. So, implore the listeners to listen in, and it's just great times to be a Sainer.
Yeah.
So,
It was so funny when I was watching the game, and in that third quarter, Zenny was going nuts.
oh, she was
He
huge.
was going berserk, and
Yeah.
my heart's pounding. I was like, what is this? Is this what women feel when they see Jack Steele going berserk on the field and his biceps out? Because she was tackling girls
Machine.
like they were nothing.
I love
Yeah.
that
She had
mark
10
in the
tackles
pocket
in,
that she took.
Yeah, true.
Like one hand. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
in the third quarter. Like up until the third quarter, she had 3/4 time 10 or 11 tackles.
10
Just
tackles,
nuts. That's awesome. Yeah.
It is. So, she's had a massive pre-season, and her fitness is able to go with her tenacity, and that's a dangerous combo.
Yeah, for sure.
Love it. Love it. Alrighty, boys. Well,
It's here. It's here, boys.
Oh, I can't believe I'll be seeing you on Saturday.
There's
Arvo
no
at the
more.
G.
There's no weekend off. There's no 10 days to wait. It's
coming.
It's there.
It's here.
Oh.
And like, how good is it that, you know, listening to the radio, you got a 1 in 8 chance that they're talking about you?
I know. They talk about the finals contenders, and then they talk about all the teams in the finals. Like, oh, we're a contender now.
Yeah, you
Okay.
forget that it's there. Like, the cup is there. They uploaded the photo today of Jack Steele holding the Premiership Cup, and I was like, oh, yeah, we get to contend for that. We're actually, we're part of the group that gets to go for
that's
it.
That's not a joke of a photo anymore.
No,
you know?
just
that could
There's
happen.
some truth to it.
4 wins.
Yeah.
Because we're just so used to not playing finals.
Yes, yeah, that's so true.
It's
Yeah.
4 games. That's exactly how Ross would be framing it.
Yeah.
It's 4 weeks, 4 good performances.
Did it at the start of the year, why not the end?
Because
That's
if,
it.
you know, you don't want to go too far ahead, but if we just get the job done this weekend, then we get to go to Brizzy or Port, where they're the ones under pressure.
Yeah.
And we're just
just there for
going.
the
They
ride.
got, got everything to lose.
They got
Exactly.
everything to lose,
Yeah.
and we've already won.
Yeah.
So-
It's almost worse when you've got that home ground advantage after you've lost that first game.
Oh, yeah.
Because the fans are like, we're going to win this, right? You know, they're looking over their shoulders a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Because teams go out in straight sets. Melbourne did it last year. There's
Port's
always
done it
one.
in 2020.
There's always one. There's always a couple there that
Yeah,
can
Port
stuff
loves
up.
going out in straight sets.
That's
do.
true.
They had the flag secured for about 3 years in the early 2000s and just went out in straight sets every time
Yeah.
until
and,
2004.
and Ross Lyon loves going over and thumping Port.
loves
He
it.
did that regularly
Yeah.
in his last.
The wherever, whenever.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shakira.
Not wherever.
Got to get there
this-
first.
Yeah,
Got to
exactly.
get there first.
This
So,
weekend.
and Saints fans, you got to get down.
Turn
Get
up.
down.
Turn up in numbers. We're going to be feral.
So feral.
Yeah. It's all for Saints. It's all positivity.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
This is so
keen,
exciting.
boys. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up
Do you
there.
reckon this is a bit of a
Huh?
crook idea? But like, so
Yes.
I've got my little GoPro. I'm thinking about just like charging it up.
You gonna wear it?
Nah. I'm gonna put it on. I got a stick that I haven't used because I got it for $5 at Harvey Norman. It was super cheap.
Oh, nice.
So one of the sticks.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm dead set. Like maybe just like put in like a little tag, like please return to Marshy, you know, and just sending it around.
Around
You're just gonna
crowd.
send it around the ground.
Send it around.
That's
Do you reckon
gonna
I'll-
end up in some.
Do you reckon I'll get it back?
It's brilliant.
it's
It's
a
like a
cool
Mexican
idea.
wave. It's a
Yeah,
Mexican
yeah.
GoPro.
If you ride on it, meet me at the pub afterwards.
Yeah.
Or you find one of those little sombreros that they put in cocktails and stuff and put it on the top of the GoPro. So it's the Mexican GoPro. Makes it fly all
yeah.
around the stadium.
But like you wouldn't want to get into the GW. Like it
It'll-
would be a rule like no GWS
Yeah, but-
supporters.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Only Saints fans. And don't worry, because when it gets to the MCC, things get a little bit dull, a little bit boring.
Yeah.
I'll be in there. I'll run it through it. I'll be running through the MCC.
So do you reckon that's a crook idea? Like,
It's
'cause
crook,
I have
but
a
it's
very good
also
chance
genius.
of losing
It's
a
both.
GoPro.
Yeah.
It's both ideas. It's crook
Yeah.
but genius. Yeah.
Oh, if I lose a GoPro, I'll be a bit disappointed.
The chances, I reckon, they're 60%
No,
chance.
but you
I
got
reckon.
Sainers looking after you.
Yeah.
So one Sainer's going to be handing it on to the next, and if someone goes, "Oh, I'm pinching this," they're like, "No."
Yeah.
No. So Sainers looking
Send
out
it
for
back
each
to
other.
the cheer squad. That's what I'll probably
Yeah.
have. Send
Yeah.
it back to Marshy and the cheer squad, I reckon.
Yeah.
And then that way you can get it done.
Just go send back to Cheer Squad.
send back to cheer
Can
squad.
you,
Might have some haters out
can't you
there.
get the app
Yeah.
on your phone where you can basically watch whatever the GoPro is filming?
Yeah, yeah.
So you can keep track of exactly where it is. That'd be funny.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got your face. I've got your face.
Yeah, true.
I'll find you.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I reckon
Alright.
that's a mint idea.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
do
pretty
it.
cool.
I'll
yeah,
do it.
the club would love that. Imagine getting a fast motion.
Oh yeah, and if we're and like it's really only going to be loosed if like we're in party mode.
Oh yeah.
You know.
If we're in party mode, I'm going right up to the highest point of the G
Yeah.
and getting a shot of the entire stadium
Oh, that'd be
Oh, yeah.
pretty
as the
cool.
final siren goes. That'd be sick.
That'd be huge.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
All right, no,
Yeah.
I just want to get there.
Yeah, let's just get there.
This is like the
Saturday
Geelong
Arvo,
game.
3:20 start. Let's
Yeah.
go. All right, boys. I'll see you there.
See you there, mate. That was over enthusiastic.
Shampoo my hair, I really love my Saints footy, and I love the feeling. So does the family. Oh yeah, Saints footy, 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 Saints footy,